Hi. Wait for some people to come in before we start. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Friday! It's Friday. I'm so excited. Hello, hello. Let's see. Gotta let some people in. Hello. Hi, Laura. Hi, Ava.
Hello, hi.
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, good. Awesome. All right. Do you want to wait for the other two to join us?
Yeah, I think let's wait a few more minutes.
Okay. Oh, there we go. I see them. All right, they're going to come in. It's just going to take a minute. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? I love your space buns. Those are so
Thanks.
cute. All right, now we're just waiting on Britt. Oh, there she is. Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Awesome. Oh, it's so good to see everybody here. Okay. So, welcome everybody to our launch. It's launch week. We just launched our new collection, which is the Bare Trellis. It is a DIY trellis, so you can customize it to your heart's content. It is treated, well, it's made with untreated wood, just our classic trellises, and it's just bare wood. And we have a whole bunch of people joining us today. We have it's Alicia, right?
Yes, that's
Okay,
actually
cool.
perfect. Good job.
We have Alicia and we have Britt, which are two really wonderful people in the plant community. We have my talented co-worker, Laura, and then we have Zeba, who's the mastermind behind Treleaf. So I'm really excited about this, but without making like the introduction too long, I'll just have Zeba go ahead and start sharing more about the collection and what your inspiration was behind everything.
Okay, yeah. Hello. Thank you everyone for joining us. We really appreciate you. And especially, the beta testers, so Alicia, Britt, and, the others who actually took the time and did some testing, gave us feedback, as well as are showing off their services today. So there was, it cropped up because we wanted to empower our community to actually be more creative. We have seen people being super creative in the plant community. I've seen people like they make their own pots, they paint their own pots, they make their own macrame hangers. All this creativity. But we're like, okay, we make all these plant supports. Why don't let them make it their own? Like, why don't let them paint them? So that's where the idea came about, and here we are. So basically, just to give you a quick rundown, it's the four designs, the classic designs that we have, that we are launching in this collection. And we are going to have them in two different sizes. So the regular size, which is about 12-inch above ground, and then the 24-inch above ground, so the grande size. And we are choosing a different wood this time. So normally all our trellises are made out of cherry, but this one we are choosing birch or maple, depending on what we can get our hand on. But the reason being that those are the classic white wood, so it's more neutral colored. It gives a great base to do whatever you want to do. If you want to paint, if you want to stain, like it's much more amenable to DIY rather than using some other wood. While we, I mean, while everything here is unfinished, the stakes are we still kept the stakes rubberized because that is going to go in the soil, and we want to increase the lifetime of the trellis as much as we can. So that's basically uh, our thing. And the new addition to this is our baby bears. So
They're so cute.
yeah, so they're like these little cutouts made out of the same material. But I mean, it's something that, when we are DIYing, you want to practice and you want to test out a few different ideas. And it's hard to do it if you don't, I mean, if we just give you the trellis, like, you won't be able to practice on it. So the idea is, with every trellis, you get two of these bears, baby bears, and um, you can test out your materials and your ideas, your color schemes, whatever you want to do before you actually touch your trellis. So that's and then while you do that, they also are cute decorative piece. So I mean, we have one here that it's hanging on the wall, but you can once you paint them or do whatever with them, you can use them as a charm, you can use them as wall art, so I mean, this is something that you can, or you can give it to the kids if you have kids to let them paint. Lots of different uses for it. But that's basically the rundown of what Bear is. And I would like to sort of give it over to the people who actually uh, made these, customize them themselves, just to give everybody some more inspiration on how you could potentially customize yours. So maybe,
Yes, I mean, huh?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say I'm so excited to see your designs because I haven't seen any designs yet. So, Britt, if you want to go ahead, you could share like your design and what inspired you to create whatever you created.
Sure. So when it was like proposed to me about these like baby bears, I think instantly I was thinking about just like gluing something on it. And I was like, well, crystals, because I'm like heavily into crystals. I think a lot of like the plant community, there's some relation with like crystals or like even thrifting. And so crystals are a really big part of my home. And I was like, I would love to give just like that positive growing energy to whatever plant is like climbing up the trellis.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and like glued all of these different like tumbled stones or like minerals to the trellis. And I think I'm going to do it on the backside too, just because like it's going to be kind of like climbing all throughout. But did, like I said, different crystals that represent different, meanings, or just wanting to give, like I said, a really good positive energy to the trellis. And then the other one, I was like, this wood is really great for doodling, which I love to like doodle and just kind of like draw little things. And I was like, I want to put inspiring quotes, because that's very much a part of like my life too, is like inspiring people. So inspiring quotes that plants, I feel like, kind of teach us every day or inspire us with. And so I did grow through what you go through, with like some vining, kind of like drawing, like it's growing through what it's going through kind of thing. And so, yeah, I really loved it. It's honestly, this kind of stuff, like DIY stuff in general, is super therapeutic to me. So I really was like in my zone. You probably saw it on my reel. Was like really in my zone, just kind of like, I don't know, like kind of put me like in a different space, a different headspace. So I really loved the entire process of customizing these trellises.
Oh, I love that. And crystals,
Thanks.
I would have never thought of that. That's
Thank
so
you.
dope. Do you know what kind of plant you may want to put with it?
Yeah, I just bought like 2 humongous pothos, like different pothos. So, and one is like kind of trailing right now. So I want to do some pothos just because, like I said, I can intertwine it like through. It'll almost be hidden, I guess, by the time, the plant is done. And then the other one I have, like, it's so hard for me, right? Like when you have a lot of plants, it's almost like, okay, which one of you is going to get the honor of getting this trellis?
Yeah.
And so for this one, I was thinking about another one of my syngoniums, because they grow pretty crazy as well. So yeah, I have a lot of plants. My issue is like which one to choose always. So
Right. That's so cool. And when you put the pothos to the crystal one, you're gonna see like those little pops of crystal. That's gonna look so cool. I can't wait to see it.
Thanks.
That's nice. And what kind of glue did you use? Did you just use like regular like super glue or?
So I used a hot glue gun. I was recently able to get one for free, and I was like, that was like right on time because my idea came about like before I even got the trellis, and so then I got the glue gun, and it makes it easier. I feel like I definitely could have used like Gorilla Glue or really any kind of glue because the Bare is so bare that I feel like anything could really stick to this, even tape, I guess, if you wanted to make it temporary. But yeah, I just used hot glue and that was it. And it was like super simple. I love like simple DIYs. I mean, and some of the complicated ones get really, really beautiful, but I was like, I just want to keep it simple. And I think even if I wanted to like pop them off, which I won't, but it's kind of like easier to pop them off with the hot glue just because of the way that it's made. So yeah, I used hot glue.
Yeah, you can really do wonders with a hot glue gun.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about you, Alicia? What did you do?
So I
Oh.
it's gonna be hard to see it, but I actually like watercolored mine with acrylic paint.
Nice.
So I did it with both of my baby bears. I don't know if you can see it at all.
Oh yeah.
But I got 3 shades of green, just like cheap acrylic paint from Walmart. And I watered them down a lot.
Nice.
And just went to town mixing them on the baby bears to start. And then I did the whole thing with my trellis. And it's like a marbly watercolor tie-dye type thing. And then I sealed it with the Krylon triple thick spray. And it almost looks like glass.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I do see how it's shiny. That's really cool.
I did like 2 coats of it and put it on real thick. And it makes it look kind of like glass. And then I put it with, I had just recently bought, like the day before I got my trellis in the mail, my Monstera Nubia. So I put that on there because it needed support.
That's so cute. Did you just get that seal from Walmart too?
Yep. It's back with like all the spray paints and stuff. It looks like, it's just this triple thick, clear glaze. And I've never used it before. I've used like sealants because my mom and I are crafty and we make Christmas ornaments, but I've never used one like this. It's very thick and you want to put it on very evenly, but I did 2 coats of it and they look like glass.
It looks like resin.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Wow.
It turned out awesome. I love it. I literally got my trellis in the mail and painted it at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was so excited about it that night. Like set up the whole thing, went to Walmart before they closed and bought everything and went to town at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I love that. I'm actually gonna have to get that sealant because that is so dope. Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen it before and I was like, I want to see what this looks like, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm gonna seal everything like this. It's really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. So I'll go ahead and share mine. So the first one I did is the Cactrella trellis, and I used acrylic paint also, like 50 cents at Walmart, and I just kind of finger painted it on, but then I went and I kind of like blended everything with my finger, and I kind of like did a desert inspired thing. So we had like the sand and the sky and the sun. So I love how that came out, and then I paired it with my Rhaphidophora decursiva. I always get this one wrong, but I think it's super cute. I really like the yellow.
It looks like it's like it glows in the dark. Like it's
like so like vibrant almost.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Thank you. And then this one's actually my favorite. So I kind of made like a terracotta color. This is the Pomela trellis, and I did like a 90s theme. So if you look closely, you can see like splatter paint on it. And I used a toothbrush, so it made a kind of like cool pattern of bigger spots and smaller spots. And I paired it with my variegated Hoya Obovata Splash. And yeah, it was super fun. I actually really love how this one came out. It was kind of on accident. But yeah, so that's what I did. And then Laura, you can go ahead and share yours. Laura did a really cool marbling one on one of the trellises. You could see on like pictures in our Instagram feed. That one came out really nice.
Thank you, thank you. That's not the one I did for today though. I
Yeah.
did an ombre theme, and it was so much fun, and it was so easy. So I just took the the cool part about it was I used what I had on hand. So I had some paint samples for my wall, right?
Oh.
From acrylic paint, and this is what I had on hand. I didn't have to go out and get anything. I just used what I had on hand, and I just started down at the bottom with a darker color, and then just added more and more of the light paint as I went up. And I had so much fun. I did a couple of them.
Wow.
And then,
Can you bring them closer? Can you like come closer to the camera so we can see it a little better?
you see that?
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
That's the purple one.
Nice.
Here's a green one, yeah.
Oh, I
So
love that.
cool.
Yeah, that one's really pretty.
And then
Wow.
blue one.
Ugh,
Wow.
that
Love that.
blue to white, that is so pretty.
And it was so easy, and it was so much fun.
I love
and
that.
I just really
Yeah.
just used my whole hand. There was nothing extra I had to do.
Yeah. Nice. Wow. Well, these are all so cool. I love this is my favorite part, just seeing how everybody decorated it. And then like you, Britt, like I just love doing like DIY stuff. Like I'm always doing it like the Target little dollar area
Yeah.
and getting like all the DIY stuff. So I
Yeah.
remember when Zaba was telling me about this, I was just so excited. And then also, if you guys want to order your trellises, they're 20% off to the end of May. So you can just go to the website. It's already discounted. So now's the perfect time to get your bare trellis. But since, and Alicia, you did kind of talk about it, since these are untreated wood, Zabel was just going to give us a quick rundown on how to seal them. There's a few different ways you can seal the paint and the wood to preserve it longer. So Zaba, you can go ahead and share those tips.
Yeah, so I mean, like Alisha showed one example of a clear coat. So basically, what you are looking for is whatever you do afterwards, trying to get some kind of a clear coat. If you're painting, I think the paint itself actually acts as a moisture barrier. But if you're not painting and if you're doing something else, it might be a good idea to, just because, the trellis is going to be around plants and there's water. So if you want to protect your trellis for long, you have a few options. One is you can go to Home Depot, Walmart, and find lacquer or polyurethane or the Crayon that Alicia used, things of that sort, where you can just spray it on, and it just basically and there are different. You can also get them in different sort of finishes, so like a satin finish versus a glossy finish, based on what your preference is. And that's one way of sealing them. The other way that I know that mostly wood workers use for maybe chopping boards is waxes. So I mean there are you can actually use beeswax and oil, so linseed oil and things of that sort, where you just buff it up on the trellis and it just soaks it up, and that also will give you a moisture barrier. Those ones are you have to repeat them more often because they tend to get worn off compared to the other clear coats that you spray on. But I mean these are some of the options that you can use. I mean probably we are trying to create a resource page where we will have different options for people to look at and get some inspiration and ideas. So hopefully that will also be helpful. But I mean, I'm just so excited to see all the various things that people are coming up with, which I had not thought about. So I'm so excited to see how other people are going to do it in the future too.
Yeah, same. We're sharing all the reels we're sharing on our Instagram page throughout the next couple of days, so you guys can get all sorts of inspiration from Sharpie to crystals to acrylic paint. Just the possibilities are endless. So that is it. Zaba, do you have any last words?
No, I think that's about it. Thanks again for supporting us, and we really appreciate all of you.
Yeah, and don't forget about the 20% off to the end of May. And then we're also going to be doing a live next month, the third Friday of June. And we're going to be doing a live decorating session. We're also going to do how to show you all how to seal the trellises. So make sure you join us for that. And then next week we have our B-Stock sale. So you can, is it on Thursday or Friday?
It's on Thursday.
On Thursday? Okay, yeah. So we have our B stock where we sell our trellises that are slightly, like they may have like little blemishes, which you can't ever really tell. They still look really perfect, and they're in bundles, and they're super discounted, and it goes really fast. So if you want, you can sign up for our email list and get your hands on one of the trellises. And you can find the link in our bio and check out these adorable Bare Trellises and share all of your cute designs. And yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you, Britt. Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.